We're talking about, so if we're just, guys, is this, oopsie, this one a parallelogram? You like that one? Okay. What about this one?
Yes.
What about this one?
Yes.
What about this one?
Yes.
Oh, so this is the one that you're nervous about, whether it's a parallelogram or not? Do you agree that these three are parallelograms? This one you're nervous?
Yes.
Some not. Okay, let's go over this then. So the very first part of our notes, well, what is a parallelogram? What has to be true about these shapes in order for it to be a parallelogram? Well, first test, parallelograms have to have how many sides?
4.
Okay, let's write that down for our very first test. So the first thing that you got to check for is 4 sides. All right, so do each of these shapes have 4 sides? All right, so they all passed the first test. All right, the second test for parallelograms, opposite sides have to be parallel. Hence, parallelogram in the title. Opposite sides are parallel. Okay, once you have that on your notes, show me parallel lines with your arms. What does parallel mean? Show me with your arm. Oh, look at it. Perfect. They'll never cross each other. So it could go this way, it could go this way. So what do you think about these opposite sides? Will this top and this bottom ever cross each other? No. Guys, will you sketch up one really quick? I'm going to teach you geometry stuff. The sign for parallel is an arrow. Maybe going that way, maybe going that way. Okay? So those two sides are parallel. But you've got to check all sides, because that's opposite sides, top and bottom. And then what about these ones? Is this parallel to this? Will they ever cross? No, they're not going to cross. This one will never cross this one. So again, symbols would be 2 arrows. They're saying those are parallel. Okay, so do you agree that this red shape, our quadrilateral, probably a square, does this pass test 2? Okay, what about this one? Does this one pass test 2?
Yeah.
Will those opposite sides ever cross? Okay, what about this one? Will these opposite sides ever cross each other?
No.
What about this one? This top will cross this bottom? No, top and bottom will never cross, right? What about left and right? Will those ever cross? All right, top and bottom? Left and right? So wait, do all of these pass test 2?
Yeah.
All right, we're good with that. So test 3, I'm going to change up the colors. Our last test you have to check for, opposite sides have to be congruent. Do you know what congruent means? Good job. So opposite sides are equal. Keep throwing in geometry. Okay, this one, we don't have numbers on here, but can we spot check it? What do you think? Top and bottom, are those ones equal?
Yeah.
Probably, right? What about side and side?
Yeah.
Probably. What about these ones?
Yeah.
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 Do they have to be equal to each other, guys?
No.
No, just opposite has to be equal. So does it look like top is equal to bottom? Does it look like side is equal to side? Then this one is okay. What about this one? Top and top, bottom? Side and side? So are all of these parallelograms? They sure are. Those are all parallelograms. Okay, so do you have your 3 tests down? Let's keep moving. So how do we find the area of a parallelogram? So this is on your notes, and let's just talk about it. Will you circle this nice and big? It's a formula. This is what's on your reference sheet. You need to know what that stands for. Okay, shout it out nice and loud, guys. What do you think that capital A stands for?
Area.
Perfect. Area equals, any ideas what the little b stands for? Good job. Base. Perfect, guys. So times height. So you just got to remember what those letters are standing for. Okay, so here you go. To find the height, it's always going to be 90 degrees to the bottom of the parallelogram. So check out for your 90-degree angle. So there's your H. Maybe highlight it on your notes. Height is always right here. 90-degree angle. Check for that. Okay, this part of the notes, this part makes me nervous. Where it says the base is any side of a parallelogram, I kind of have some issues with that. Use the base. The base needs to be the part that's 90 degrees to something. So see how that's 90 degrees to that line? Use that part as your base. Okay, well, let's throw in some numbers in there and pretend. Tico, shout out a number, not too crazy. 98? Alright. Let's pretend that this base was 98 inches. Okay, Shaylin, shout out another answer, another number, excuse me. 27. Let's pretend the height is 27 inches. Hand in the air. How would you find the area of this using our formula? Tay, what would you do? Perfect. So 27 times 98. Everybody bust out your calculators. Okay, I'll get the one going on the board. So all we have to do. Oh, I got bigger than that. 2,000. We've done area before. 1,646. Hey, good job. Inches what? As we remember, I'm impressed. Good job. We're done. Okay, this is why I got nervous with what's said on the notes. What if they had thrown in that this side is, I don't know, like 80? Would we need to use that 80? No, we just care about the base, we just care about the height. Okay, here we go, let's keep moving. So this one, find the area of the parallelogram. If we know this part is 6 inches, that part is 3. Alright, so make sure you're, so this line, is that making the 90-degree angle with that one? Okay, so we definitely want to use this for the base, and definitely use that for the height. And in there, tell me what you're going to type in your calculator. James, tell me what you're going to type. Thanks, James. 3.7 times 6. Crank it out, guys. 2, and I agree. 22 point. We need something now. Good job, guys. Killing this. Okay, let's go on to 8 and 12. Okay, I'm nervous about this. Because here's the height, right? Because that has a 90-degree angle. Is that 90 degrees to that? Sure is. Okay, so we're all right. And technically, guys, if this is 12, what does this have to be? Yeah. Okay, so shout out, what are we going to do on this one? Perfect. 8 times 12. Do you have that memorized? Good job. 96 what, guys? Oh, centimeters squared. Check your picture. They counted in centimeters.
Okay, so this one is, well, yeah, about what you call the like height, and this one base. So you do 5 times 3, 13.2, that equals 66 feet squared.
How boys of you agree? Our boys are let's get them out there for number 2, so it doesn't get fun. Here, quick formula. Sydney. Alright, go, go, go.
Number 2, you do 8 times 4.6, and hold on a second. What is it? 37. What? Where is it? Where did we get that far? 37.
Nice. Comes under the last one. Guys, on your notes, make sure you're showing this times this. Don't just write out the answer. You've got to remember the process of it.
I did 17 times 16, and that equals 272. Yeah? Oh.
Good job, good job. Okay. Before we start playing with the clickers, let's review. What if a 7 right here? 7 feet. Would you use it?
No.
No. What if there was a 6 feet, 6 millimeters right here? Would you use it?
No.
No. Are they just trying to trick you? All you need is base and height, so don't be tricked.